Hello, welcome all. Today we are going to discuss about one of the main theme in human resource management, exit interview. What is exit interview? It is an opportunity to explore reasons as to why employees leaving the organization. Exit interview is a conversation between a departing employee and a representative of the organization. Is either of the functional head of the employee, maybe peer or someone from the HR department. What is exit interview? It is a formal interview with the departing executive with the sole purpose of identifying factors making him leave. It is structured, purposeful, and an open discussion. It should be happen in an hour or on the day handing over the charge. Why employees exit from one organization to other? There are a lot of reasons we'll discuss one by one. One, weaker or undefined career path, lack of recognition, low morale, change of personal goals, ineffective reward systems, feeling of boredom, lack of challenges, work-life imbalance, stressful work environment. These are some reasons in an organization which tend the employee to leave the organization, to exit the organization. Maybe that may be lack of recognition, change of a personal goal, etc. There are some other reasons also. There may be a culture of making the accountability. The employees should be part of the organization. That accountability is not there, then they will miss the link between the organization and themselves. Less overall communication between the people, too much internal politics, company culture mismatch with the individual's values, lack of growth opportunities and learning opportunities, lack of coaching, training and mentoring, lack of motivation, lack of trust and confidence in the boss or management, poor relationship with team members. These all are the main reasons why employees exit from one organization to other. Why do we conduct exit interview? There are some reasons. Because it is one of the main valuable source of information that can give the honest feedback about the organization. It is an eye-opener and a significant review. By this, we can find out is there any hostility or harassment in an organization. It will help to reduce employee turnover and improve retention in the organization. It is crucial information about the pulse of organization. To find out the pulse, this exit interview is very helpful. It will help to allow unconstrained feedback or on working conditions. There may be some conditions which have to be changed that will be revealed in exit interview. It will help to afford the direction of job design, comparison of strategies prevailing outside as compared with the others, and it will help sets culture to establish a link with departing employee. Why do we conduct it? We will get a different, and it will be a word of mouth, because then when they exit, they will become our word of mouth proclamation of our organization. What are the different methods of exit interview? It is impersonal exit interview, or it may be paper and pencil exit interview, telephone interviews, interactive voice response surveys. In big organization, in-person exit interview may be very time consuming. So they may go for some other methods like maybe interactive paper or pencil exit interview. They may be provided a Google form or any form that they can fill it out and they can give it back. Likewise, the company will let know about the why they exit from the organization. And there are some questions that are usually asked in the exit interviews. Why they have decided to leave the organization? Because is there any reason that triggered them to exit from the organization? Did they enjoy? Did they satisfy about their job, their position in the organization? What was the frustration behind their exit or their concern? How do they feel about the company? What did you most lovable or affectionate that they found in the company, and least they don't like about the company? Did their job duties turn out to be as they have expected? They received enough training or enough coaching for this particular post that they have during these past days or years or months. They have sufficient feedback. They are concerned about it. These all are the concerns that they have to present. And who should conduct the interview? Mainly that it is concerned about the HR department normally conducts the exit interview, because but there are some changes happening in this last few years. There will be third party vendors. That means there will be specialists who do this exit interview specially, and the organization give them their duty to do that, and they are the professionals. Vendors are professionals, and employees may be more candid with independent interviewers. Then, if there is a third party that vendor, the employees maybe collaboratively or they respond positively, they're open to the questions. That is the main concern why we give outsiders or a third party for this conducting interview. It is properly trained and skilled in building rapport, asking probing questions while keeping the employees at ease and handling negative or emotional employees. It is perceived by the departing employees as someone with integrity who will take the employees' input seriously and maintain confidentiality. Who should be interviewed? All voluntarily separating employees should offer an exit interview. Depending on the purpose and goals, interviewing employees who are transferring between departments or locations, retiring or ending a contracted job or fired may be also considered giving this exit interview. So there are all the voluntarily separated employees should be offered an exit interview. When is the best time to conduct the interview? There are many strategies that follow every organization. Maybe last of the working days, but others may do it before a few weeks or before or after the leave. Before, when we do this interview, we have to consider some issues, some points to be considered. Are employees more likely to participate before or after they have left? How will employees' emotion differ before and after leaving? When are employees likely to provide the most candid and useful feedback? Do we want to combine the interview with other activities such as any other remuneration, etc.? We do not stop with this. There should be a follow-up. What are they? Do not merely file exit interview form in the personal record of the employee. The entire exercise should be futile if the answers of the separating employee are just filed. Collect the information and understand why employees are leaving the organization. Validate findings with matching responses from within. Help change the internal policies and practices accordingly. Effect should be visible to the existing staff. There may be responses that the strategies or the policies of the organization is not mismatched with the corresponding to them. So it should be visible in the change. When initiatives to improve are not visible, future exercise would have little to learn from or treated as one more formality. Majority of reasons provided at the time of exit interview were voluntary and unavoidable, but after the follow-up stage, it found that most of the reasons were voluntary and avoidable. A systematic approach should be developed in determining the actual reasons for employees' departure. Conducting a successful exit interview. How can we conduct it? It should be professional, should be a positive experience. Deal with the facts, not with the opinions. When we're doing that interview, it should be according to the factual knowledge, facts, not the opinions. End the meeting with a positive tone, and if appropriate, ask the employee to recommend people to be hired. That there should be our word of mouth. Prepare checklist covering all details. And one of the main concerns that you do in the interview, 9% of listening and 10% of talking. Listen to the feelings, tactfully probe sensitive topics that they concern most. Convincing the employee to change his or her mind. Avoid counseling the employee about his career option or failure. Maybe it will lead to further frustration in them. So insist on honesty. Hierarchies need not be respected. Be open to adverse criticism. They may be criticize ourselves. We be open to it and assure confidentiality. And conclusion. Why we do exit interview? Is it useful? Is it helpful to the organization? The conclusions are, while exit interview are largely a reactive process, it is still relevant. Why? The simple way is trust. Win employees' confidence and seal your organization exit. Exit interview will help if conducted with a purpose can prove to be an excellent tool for measuring inadequacies in management policies. It is valuable only if used to make positive changes in the organization. Exit and stay interviews serve different yet complementary purposes, with later proactively focusing on the individual and staff retention, and exit interview focusing on the organization and the issues causing staff turnover. Staff turnover is the main issue of every organization. By this exit interview, we can find out the reasons and we can change according to it, we can reduce it. This all we were discussing about the main theme exit interview. Thank you.